Tropical update number 3, the second one for Tropical Storm Barry, which now sits just to our south here in Dauphin Island, Alabama. The latest models have it coming into our west Louisiana area, which should bring that northeastern side towards us. We got our first feeder bands. Here we go. All right, so we have our first feeder bands that have begun to approach the Dauphin Island, Alabama coastal area from Tropical Storm Barry. So the latest update has Tropical Storm Barry moving to the west at about 5 miles per hour. I inadvertently stated that the barometric pressure was at 105 millibars instead of 1,005 millibars on the last video, so I just wanted to quickly correct that. So let's rewind a little bit and kind of put a geographic stamp on where we are. So I am facing right now my northeast. The Gulf of Mexico is to my south in that direction. So the storm began as a low pressure that moved from our northeast to the south. Okay, so heading over the Florida Panhandle now into the Gulf of Mexico and began moving to the west. Okay, so a moment ago I was on the beach on the last tropical update, which is about a mile on the other side of those trees. So as it stands right now, this storm, if you could see through the house, and I'll come back this way. So the center of circulation is just off to my west now, offshore, so to my southwest. So the roughest part of these storms is on the northeastern or the right front quadrant. So if this storm again makes a northern jog, which it made a northern jog a little while ago, then the right front quadrant, ooh, some good gusts here, some good gusts, we got some good gusts. But if the right front quadrant were to come on shore in between, say, the Mississippi and Louisiana kind of border, then we would have some good weather here to really get into. Right now, this storm making landfall in the Louisiana area would be quite hazardous to anyone in the Louisiana area. The Mississippi River is historically high this time of year because of snow melt coming from the north, etc. But this has even been a historical year for the Mississippi River and its flood stages. So if the northeastern quadrant were to come on shore around the New Orleans area, that could just spell absolute disaster for those in New Orleans. So again, this was just our first little squall that came through, and you can see it off in the distance how fast they kind of roll in. So let me pan out to that. Maybe I can pan up at the clouds and you can see how quick they're moving. So this morning it was beautifully sunny, beautiful and sunny. The temperatures were in the 90s. We must remember that this water temperature out here it's got to be close to 90. It's been 102, 104 degree heat index for the better part of a week, if not longer. So the water out there where this storm is simmering at this point, moving slowly to the west at 5 miles an hour, is very warm. So it's highly conducive to development for this short period of time that this storm is going to be in the Gulf of Mexico. So we're going to stay on top of this one. Again, I'm right here in Dauphin Island, Alabama. To my north, that is Mobile, Alabama. That's the Mobile Bay directly in front of me. To my west in that direction is Mississippi, the Mississippi coastal area, Biloxi, Gulfport, and then really far in the distance where the crow flies would be Louisiana, etc. And that direction is Pensacola, Fort Morgan, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach. And see, here we are, the sun's popped out again. So this is how it's going to be, I think, until potentially Saturday, and maybe it'll go downhill before that. But I think even if this storm makes landfall in Louisiana, its projected path takes it curving back to the northeast. So I think we will get some good weather here to document for the first tropical storm of the season, which is Tropical Storm Barry. So I'll keep checking in as we get squalls and as we get cloud movement. If we get any type of intense rain, etc., we're going to stay on top of this one. Good luck to everyone from New Orleans area, just let's say eastward of there at this point. But I think we're going to get some good weather here. So let's go. Be prepared. Keep your eyes on the weather and stay safe. All right? Take care. So here is the overall cloud cover from just simply a vapor standpoint. As you can see, if this storm takes that northerly track, we can be in for a real rough go here in Dauphin Island, Alabama. You can see the dark purples and the bright reds on the Doppler beginning to build. So if this storm does take this northerly turn, then I think the forecast could change a lot. So watch out, Mikey in Mississippi. This one may be headed for you. Stay tuned. The tropical updates will keep coming. Stay safe, everyone.